Nice to see you again.
Hoove holds one finger up to you, his chest rising and falling with panted breaths. He bends over, both hands on his knees, his forehead and cheeks shining.
Give me just a sec. Yep. Okay. That was a little difficult. Oh, am I? Guess I'll have to towel off sometime soon. So, what brings you by? I love that. When I go somewhere first, though, I'd love to do something fun. Truth is, I haven't been out in a while to do anything fun. Kinda on the go, because of my job. You read my mind. Let's...
Hoove hands you a martini glass filled with a suspiciously dark liquid. It smells like alcohol, sure, but there's another strange scent you can't quite place.
Cheers!
The drink tastes distinctly like the scent of motor oil, and it leaves an unpleasantly greasy feeling behind.
The grease is my favorite part. So, how you feeling? Sure, I'm an open book. I mean, lyrics like actually an open book. Yeah, but you know what I mean. What would you like to know? Oh, I don't know. To be honest, I've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately to think about love. I've got a lot on my back. It's not that I don't want love. I just don't have room for it. What else can I tell you? I mean, I guess I've been feeling a little overwhelmed. My suction's not the same as it once was. I'm struggling to get up in the morning. Lately, I just feel like I've got no space in my life. But I'm not sure why. I've got amazing friends, and I love my job. Every day I get to go around the house, and I encounter so many amazing things. I collect them in my bag. I've got everything you can think of. You'd be amazed at the stuff I find. That's just it. But I don't know what to do about it. Oh, I don't know. All that stuff is kind of private. I'd love to show you some things, but why should I trust you? Sorry, but I don't think that's gonna cut it. Maybe I'll show you later, when I know you better. Anyway, I probably better go. Thanks for hanging out.
Before you see them, you can feel them. An overwhelming air of cool, of rebellion and edge given form. Leather and metal and the best hair and eyebrows you've ever seen. This rogue is impossibly cool. And looking at you like you owe them money.
You got a problem, punk? Oh, well, good. Because trust me, you don't want none of this. My name's Bobby. Bobby Pin. Mm-hmm. And you might not have heard of me yet, but Trust me, the name Bobby Pin's gonna be known all over the house real soon. How's this strike you? The Pin Crime Syndicate. Oh, wait, no. The Pin Criminal Empire. It's kind of old-timey, but it does have that kind of Tal Capone feel to it. You know, the famous powdery gangster from Chicago? Talcum Powder Talc Capone? Anyway, that guy. It's reminiscent, baby. But I'm gonna blow even him right out of the water. I've been locked up in Hoop's bag for years, and I'm finally free! I mean, it wasn't his fault, you know? I had a lot of time to think while I was in there, you know, about who I was gonna be when I got out. Getting bent all out of shape, it does something to a pin, you know? Makes you reevaluate your priorities in life. Makes you think long and hard about who you truly are. Oh yeah, I used to be pinned straight, if you can believe it. Getting sucked up into Hoop's bag was a real revelation. I never really felt quite like myself before. Would've liked it better if I didn't have to be locked away for a while first, but I feel like for the first time in my life, who I am and who I've always been are one and the same, baby. Thanks. I mean, I know it, but it's real affirming to hear it from somebody else, too. I've been locked up, but I'm here now, baby. I'm ready to take what's mine. The real question at this point is just where to begin. Where do I situate my burgeoning criminal enterprise? After all, you know the first rule of business. Location, location, location. Some truths are universal, baby. Location is always going to impact your ability to make money. Tell you what. Let's make a game out of this. I gotta scout some locations for Pin HQ. If you can find me, I'll let you be a small part of this little venture. What do you say? Rad! Welcome to the Pin family, baby! Just to make sure you don't miss this opportunity of a lifetime, I'm gonna give you a hint about where I'll be. I'm gonna be doing my dirty deeds in a place that gets you real clean. Ha! Catch me if you can, Normie! I'm out!
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today? Sure thing. One latte coming right up.
Kopi gets to work, grinding and pouring and mixing with an impressive speed.
And voila! One latte just for you. Hope you've tried my latte a few times now and pretty much asked me all I know. I think it's time I tested you on your latte knowledge. Since you are, tell me, what's in a latte? That's right! Good job! You just need a touch of firm, and you're ready to finish up with some latte art.
Kopi beams at you.
I'm happy you remembered. Anyways, thanks for taking my little quiz. Stay caffeinated. We'll see you next time.
Hey, welcome back. They're going great. Now, pull up a seat and tell me everything. I love it.
My dear, dear little wretch, you are late. Pathetic. I hope you're aware, if you'd already filled out all the necessary paperwork, I'd punish you for that transgression. I'd punish you severely. God, must you prattle on so incessantly? Listening to your pitiful yammering is like nails on a chalkboard. Do us both a favor and keep your grating, unintelligible blatherings to the barest of minimums. My delicate ears deserve only the best. Don't you agree? Not to interrupt, but quick check-in. That wasn't too harsh, was it? The whole unintelligible blatherings angle? Definitely let me know if I'm being too harsh. Like, I absolutely want to treat you like you're worthless garbage that completely repulses me. That's basically how I feel anyways. But I want it to be hot, not sad, you know? Enough flirting. We have business to attend to. First, I will need you to consent to my complete and total authority. You will surrender yourself to me, making you compliant, dependent, and subjugated to my will and my will alone. Do you consent, wretch? Very good, my little wretch. It appears that you can follow orders well, at least when you put your mind to it. That will suit you very well in your new position. And if you keep doing as I say, perhaps there are some other new positions we can try with you. But first, your mistress has another demand. As you now have responsibilities to me, I too have responsibilities to you. And above all else, it is my responsibility to ensure your emotional and physical safety. For in order to be fully subservient to my needs, you must feel fully secure. That said, in order to ensure the safety of my compliant little wretch, it's necessary for you and I to have a safe word. This is of utmost importance, especially since I am, after all, a safe. Usually I would choose our safe word. But since you've been doing such a good job today, and because I'm feeling particularly generous, perhaps I'll let you pick. Do you have one in mind? Gesundheit. Oh, I love that. That's such a sensual, safe word. Did my little wretch come up with that all by themselves? Interesting. I see. Maybe there's more to this pathetic little wretch than meets the eye. Of course, we'll have to put you through the paces to discover how depraved you really are. Would my little wretch like that? Good. Compliant and subservient. You're off to a promising start. But before we truly begin, I have one last issue that's been bothering me. Between you and me, I've become incredibly bored with most of my other, let's call them relationships. They've become routine and uninspired. They're stale. and this displeases me. It's all right. Lucky for me, you came along at just the right time. It affords us an opportunity to experiment with something new. I think, perhaps, to ensure you reach your full potential, we shake off the oppressive shackles of our everyday humdrum reality. Do you understand? Your devotion and enthusiasm towards complete subjugation is utterly intoxicating. But no. Let me try again. I'm thinking in our relationship, we allow ourselves the freedom to expand beyond the limited confines of our stale, everyday identities and roles. Do you understand now? Very good, wretch. Yes, the more I think on it, the more I think this is definitely what I've been so desperately craving. And how lucky I am to have acquired such a pliable, subservient plaything to help me quench my thirst. All we need now is the appropriate canvas to paint our desire upon. If you beg for it, I'll let you choose. Show me, wretch. Show me how well you can beg. So utterly pathetic. I really shouldn't reward you for debasing yourself so pitifully. However, I do so love the sound of begging. And because you did a satisfactory job, I've decided to grant your request. So, wretch, out of these 3 tantalizing scenarios, which do you think your mistress would enjoy the most? Chef and prep cook, Santa and elf, and finally, IRS auditor and small business owner. I should have expected that. A rather pedestrian choice, but perhaps we may find something therein that I still find amusing. Now, I've seen more than enough of your pathetic visage for today. Be back here same time tomorrow and be ready to serve my every need. Do you understand? Very good, wretch. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.
Oh.
Hello, dear owner. It's nice to see you again. Ah, but of course, forgive me for my old-fashioned habits. Anyhow, I'm glad you dropped by. I've just been here relaxing on Abel's broad back. I've convinced him to accept my presence.
Convinced me? Oh, Keith, you're more than welcome. I'm lucky to have someone as wise and knowledgeable about the home history round.
You're too kind, Abel. He's wonderful, isn't he? I confess, it's been marvelous just to be out from under that rug. Now that I'm here, I'd love for us to get to know one another. For my part, I am, as they say, an open book. Is there anything I can tell you about myself? How old do you think I am? Do my gray hairs reveal so much? Well, so it is. careful, or you'll make me blush beneath this beard. Anything else you'd like to know about me? I have asked myself the same question time and time again. Those were dark times, and I had plenty of opportunities to wonder at it. However, I've come to the conclusion that some questions may never be answered. I suppose that's possible, but I doubt it. It would appear I was placed there intentionally. I myself have no recollection of the initial incident. You are probably right. But no matter. I am here now. Anything else you'd like to know about me? Why, yes. Hopefully I'll get to know a lot about you in the future. But for starters, how about a few basics, eh? Like, do you prefer blondes, brunettes, or something else? Oh.
Keith blushes, breaking your gaze to contemplate something off to the side.
Well then. All right, how about another question? Do you believe in destiny? I see. So we were destined to meet. What else do I want to know? Ah, do you think of yourself as traditional or open-minded? You appreciate boundaries. I see that. How about just one more question for now? Forgive me for the boldness, but where do you keep your cash? A wise choice. But I must warn you, that question was a bit of a test, I'm afraid. As you know, I am a master of opening things, but also of locking them up. And I would highly advise you to be more circumspect in answering questions of that sort. Of course, but you cannot trust everyone. There are always some who might seek to pursue their own agendas. Maybe even in your own home. It's good to have an open heart, but also good to be mindful. Now, I must say that with age comes a need to manage energy more efficiently. And I am feeling a bit tired. I'll need to rest. Anyhow, I hope you'll come and see me soon. There is much that I can tell you. Things that will prove quite valuable to you, I think.
You've made some good friends inside here. I respect the hustle. In my view, friendship is all about good boundaries. Right in between the dizzying heights of love and the minefield of hatred. The way to the bedroom is through me. Unless you were completely barking and went the long way through the gymnasium, bathroom doors, and then here.
Dorian makes a sound rather like a robot attempting to imitate human laughter.
Ha! The very thought of it makes me crack up.
Dorian laughs even harder, but his laughter sounds no less organic.
Ha ha ha! I've got to stop. I was told that I would be a great comedian, but I fear that would cause too much of a ruckus with my comic stylings. Allow me to wipe my tears for a moment and ask you. Anything you'd like to know about this room that you don't already know? If you haven't met her, Diana the Diary is a little hard to spot. She might look like any old book,
but she's one that you offered. You can find her on the dresser. More fool me. What can I do for you? Totally normal lot in there. Well, I wouldn't recommend speaking to the dresser. That one's a little, off. What can I do for you? Enjoy.
Abel was friendly the last time you saw him, but he seems downright cheerful today. He's whistling when you walk up on him, though he stops when he sees you, greeting you with a broad grin.
Oh, hey yourself, sunshine. Oh, well, you know, sometimes a table just wants to feel heard. Had a long talk with Dasha before you got here. Dasha, the desk, you know? Real close to tables, but also real different world. Going over the finer points of lifting, supporting, and, you know, just the good old basics. It just feels nice to be understood, you know? It is, ain't it? Lifting's no easy job. We got a lot of folks in this house who do a damn fine job at what it is they do. But how many people's job is it to lift? To make sure everyone's got what they need, to make sure they know they can rely on you day in and day out? It's a lonely lot in the life of a table, but I knew what the job was when I signed up. Semantics, pal, semantics. I know who I am and what I do. But sometimes you just wish someone knew exactly what in tarnation you're even thinking about without having to explain yourself. That's Dasha. You think so? Oh, well, shucks, I don't know. I'd hate to bother her. She's got a lot of lifting to do herself. I can't be distracting her from her very important job now. I'll consider it, yeah. Anyway, I can't take up much more of your time today talking about myself. Just remember what I said before, okay? I'm here if you need me. I will. You take care now.
You approach the breaker box, and it isn't anything like you remember. It looks almost lifeless. There's no boisterous crowd, and the sign buzzing dully in the window reads, "Closed." The door hangs ajar, like a slack mouth. You push through, though, and find Eddie at the end of the bar, nursing his usual cocktail.
Huh, you actually showed up. I guess that means I lose. Good to know. Little inconvenient for me, but good to know. I made a bet. Was pretty sure you'd back out. But I guess there's still time. You'll probably change your mind once you realize what you signed up for.
Eddie sets down his drink and shrugs out of his vest. He begins rolling up his sleeves.
Still not sure why exactly, but whatever. Well, as long as you're here, might as well get to it. There's a lot to do before we open. I can't exactly get much done with the entire house crammed in here. Usually I take care of all the maintenance after hours, but we've been so slammed lately there just hasn't been enough time. Things are breaking down faster than I can get to them. And trying to do anything while the club is open is essentially pointless. There's always questions and distractions and polite conversation. It's exhausting. All things need maintenance. Nothing, no matter how well made, can function indefinitely. Eventually, we all wear down one way or another. And if something isn't given proper maintenance, they break down even faster. In the sense that we're all wearing down from the second we're produced. But no, that's not what's causing the power fluctuations. Now, come on, we're starting with the wiring backstage. Oh, and grab that tool bag.
Though you are not a natural handyman and Eddie is not a teacher, the two of you manage to make decent progress through his to-do list. At one point, Eddie leaves you alone to get something from the bar, and you confidently ascend a ladder to change a dead bulb. But as Eddie returns,
Wait, be careful, that's not...
the ladder suddenly gives way beneath you, releasing you into thin air. But a split second later, Eddie is there, strong arms outstretched to catch you.
Stable. You all right?
The customary ice in Eddie's eyes, just for a moment, has melted. As Eddie releases you, his face contorts back into its customary gruff expression.
That was unbelievably careless. What were you trying to do exactly? I told you to replace the one behind the bar. The floorboard under these lights is loose, which is why I told you not to touch them yet. Just pay more attention. You're sure you're not hurt? Don't read into it. Now, go get the ladder and put it behind the bar this time.
The next and last phase of your work proceeds without incident.
You've done surprisingly adequate work, mostly. No, you had an excellent teacher. If you'd only had a pretty good teacher, you probably would have electrocuted yourself. Twice. And we got through more of the to-do list than I expected. That's probably good enough for today if you want to, head out. I suppose if you want to rest before you leave, that's fine. Not everything. These things take time. Look, next time we'll get the rest. Just need to do a little more work and it'll all be fixed. Yeah. I'm always okay. See ya.
Finally. I take it you're my 11 o'clock. I should have known it was too much to expect you'd be on time. After all, it was apparently too much to expect you'd properly file your taxes. You're not even dressed properly. Put this on. It suits you. I trust you brought your financial documents, receipts, and records to support all the information reported on your most recent tax return. I'm sorry. I don't know how you run things at your business, but here at the IRS, we treat those who hold the power with deference. So if you want to walk away from this audit without the IRS putting a permanent lien on your checking account, I'd suggest you do the respectful thing and refer to me by my proper title, IRS agent. Do you understand, taxpayer? Much better. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it, taxpayer? You keep complying and showing me the proper respect I deserve, and I can make this process much less painful for you. But step out of line, and I have the power to make the rest of your existence a never-ending fiduciary nightmare. Have I made myself abundantly clear? Good. All right then, down to business. Now obviously you're here because your painfully inadequate accounting led to numerous administrative discrepancies in your most recent tax return. Quite honestly, your return was so utterly incomprehensible that we were shocked to find a human actually filed it. Excuses and groveling will do little to help you at this juncture. Although it is rather enjoyable to watch you pitifully squirm. What's important is that we properly assess your fiduciary mess and reconcile your discrepancies. Can I count on your compliance, taxpayer? Firstly, on your personal taxes, you took the standard deduction. However, you also filed itemized deductions that totaled a greater value. Additionally, your itemized deductions were unusually large when compared to your reported income. As I'm sure you're well aware, claiming the standard deduction while also claiming itemized deductions totaling a greater value, in addition to claiming deductions unusually large for your annual income, is a huge red flag for us here at the agency. I'll obviously need to see all the receipts for the itemized deductions, so I can reconcile those records with your most recent filing. Moving on. There were numerous flagrant issues related to grossly incorrect amortization periods. It appears you mistakenly or fraudulently used the wrong amortization period for a variety of your business expenses, which resulted in extremely inaccurate deductions. See the highlighted line items here on Form 4562. I appreciate your remorse. Just don't let it happen again. And finally, it's come to our attention that you omitted several foreign accounts. As I'm sure you're aware, taxpayers with foreign financial accounts exceeding certain thresholds are required to disclose them on the Report of Foreign Bank and Financial Accounts FBAR form. Yet you failed to file an FBAR form at all. Look, I'm going to level with you, taxpayer. Given the numerous omissions and inconsistencies in your filing, it appears this audit is undoubtedly going to be an extremely long and painful process. Additionally, I will be sending a team of agents to your home to oversee a field audit in order to conduct an on-site examination of your financial records and other relevant documentation. Depending on your compliance during the field audit, I will consider suggesting that my superiors treat you with leniency. Is that all understood? And scene. Whew. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? It pleases your mistress to hear that. And considering you were not a total disappointment, I'd be interested in exploring another scenario with you. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.